guys, let's go. Open the profiles first. Okay, so last time you already read or maybe just skimmed, right? This article, and now we need to answer some questions here. Exercise 3, choose the most suitable heading for paragraph B. What do you choose? A? Okay, give me a sec. Page 70. First of all, let's read this together. So can you please read that? Read paragraph B.
It is also a good idea to memorize a few useful phrases such as please and thank you. You should not be worried about making mistakes, but try practicing the language as much as possible. Even if your pronunciation is not perfect, locals respond better to people who make an effort.
Okay, really good. All right. And let's see, we have some options here. A, do not worry about making mistakes. B, make an effort with the language. C, your pronunciation is not important. Wow, I can see they mention all of the points here, right? Do we have some, do they mention something about like do not worry about making mistakes in paragraph B? Yes or no? Yes, right? Where is that?
You should not be worried about it.
Yes, you should not be worried about making mistakes, right? So they mentioned about that. So do not worry about making mistakes. Yes, that's correct. Now B, make an effort with the language. Do we have it? Do we have something like making an effort with the language? Yes or no?
Locals respond better to people who make an effort.
Yes, locals respond better to people who make an effort. So they make a, they mention something about that, right? And C, your pronunciation is not important. Do they mention about that? Yes, they do. They say that even if your pronunciation is not perfect, see? Locals respond better to people who make an effort. That means you don't need to worry about whether your pronunciation is good or not. It's not. You don't need to be so good at pronunciation, right? So they mention about all of them. Yeah. So how can we choose the answer? This is this is unit 4, right? Unit 4. Okay. Last time we already answered all of the other things. Now, guys, please tell me. They say do not just look for matching words and assume from these you have found the correct answer, because here they say choose the most suitable heading for paragraph B. Now they mention about everything, like we have do not worry about making mistakes, make an effort with the language, your pronunciation is not important. Now which one? Now you have to check more, like which one they mention more, because if they just mention one sentence, maybe that's not that just there to distract you. Right? Do they mention more about something else? Yeah, they mention more about do not worry about making mistakes. Like what?
You should not be worried about making mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they say try practicing the language as much as possible, I mean they are encouraging you, right? So what does that mean? When they encourage you, then it matches with what? A, B, or C? What? A? B, right? Because here they say try practicing the language as much as possible. That means you should just keep doing that. Just keep doing that, right? So that means that they motivate you, so make an effort with the language. And also they have like locals respond better to people who make an effort. Okay, here, so you have a few things. They mention more about making an effort. Now that please underline the first sentence. Try practicing the language as much as possible. Underline that. Okay, so that's the first thing. They say that they mention something about making an effort for the language, right? That's the first thing. The second one, locals respond better to people who make an effort. Underline that. What else? Is that all? Is that all? Really? Are you sure? Do you see like they mention about like make an effort somewhere else? Yes or no? Yes. It is also a good idea to memorize a few useful phrases such as please and thank you. That means you make an effort with the language. You understand? They are encouraging you to do more with the language. You understand? So underline that one as well. It is also a good idea to memorize a few useful phrases such as please and thank you. Okay, so now you see they mention three sentences about making an effort with the language, right? Why they just mention only one for do not worry about making mistakes, and only one sentence about do not worry about pronunciation, right? You understand? Only one sentence about making mistakes, one sentence about pronunciation. They mention about them, but that is not the main idea of the whole paragraph. You understand? So when you choose the best heading for a paragraph, you need to choose not just based on one sentence or something. You need to choose like what they mention more, they explain more, they talk more about that. First of all, that should be the main idea, the key thing, and also because that is the key thing, so they need to talk a lot about that. You understand? Somebody understand? Yeah, so for something related to make an effort with a language, we have three sentences. Why we only have one for something like A and C? So that's why the answer is B, right? 3B. Now you can mark that one. Yeah? 3B. Okay. Now number 4. Thi Nga, read that one.
Choose the most suitable heading for paragraph C. A. Delays and cancellation. B. Be relaxed if things do not go to plan. C. Use body language.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? I remember last time we have to write some passive sentence. Okay. Another exercise. Okay. So number 4, right? Choose the most suitable heading for paragraph C. A. Delays and cancellations. B. Be relaxed if things do not go to plan. C. Use body language. Now you just take your time, read paragraph C again carefully yourself, and then choose the best heading for it. Okay? Now do it. Finished? What? Okay. Thi Nga, you can read that. Paragraph C. Wait, okay, you can stop right there. Travelers often face delays and cancellations. Oh, we see the words delays and cancellations right there, right? Right? Because they say choose the most suitable heading for paragraph C, and you see delays and cancellations right there. But it doesn't, of course, it doesn't mean that can be used as the heading, right? But guys, they always mention something like that just to make sure that they can distract you. Of course, normally they should mention about all three. Okay? They mention about all of them just to make sure that you will be distracted from the main heading. They make it more difficult, right? We see that, delays and cancellations, but don't choose that immediately. We have to read more. Okay, yeah, go.
So it is important that you do not allow them to ruin your trip. Also, try not to get frustrated when you are unable to communicate with a native. Although you may be
Tempted.
to shout in your mother tongue in order to be understood, it is more polite and often more effective to simply use body language.
Yeah, we have the word body language there, and you see use body language. You can analyze that use body language. You can analyze delays and cancellations, right? So they mentioned about all of them. Use body language, delays and cancellation. Do we have anything they mentioned like be relaxed with things, do not go to plan or something? Okay, just keep reading.
You will have a much better trip if you are prepared for plans to change and you are able to see the funny side if things go wrong.
Alright, good. Thank you. Now, after reading all this, tell me. Yes, we can easily see the word delays and cancellations, right? We can see the words use body language. Do you see the exact words of be relaxed if things do not go to plan? I'm talking about the exact same words. Do we have it?
Yes.
Where?
Not exactly.
Yeah, I'm just asking for the exact words. Do we have it?
The last line, you would have a much better trip if you are prepared for plans to change and you are able to see the funny side if things go wrong.
Yes, you see, after reading that, you will have a much better trip if you prepare for plans to change and you are able to see the funny side if things go wrong. It doesn't use the same words, right? It doesn't use the same words, but do they transfer or do they mean the same thing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, the meanings of option B, be relaxed if things do not go to plan, and the meanings of the last sentence there, you will have a much better trip if you are prepared to for plan to change and you are able to see the funny side if things go wrong. They have the similar meanings. Okay, guys, normally I'm talking about normally. Okay, if you see some words or phrases or sentences, they have kind of similar meanings, but they don't use exactly the same words. Probably that is the answer. I just say probably that is the answer because the meaning from option B has been paraphrased in that passage. You understand? We are looking for some words, phrases, sentences which have similar meanings of the heading they give you. You understand? But of course, just based on that, that should not be enough. That is not enough. You cannot just use one sentence there because for something like delays and cancellations or use body language, they're all there. So that means that you need a few more sentences mentioning about the same thing to be sure that, oh, that is the best heading. Now, do we have anywhere else mentioning something related to Be relaxed if things do not go to plan. Anywhere else mentioning something like that? Be relaxed. Be relaxed if things do not go to plan. Anywhere else? Yes.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Also try not to be frustrated when you are unable to communicate with me.
Exactly. That's one. That's the one. So you can underline that. Also, try not to get frustrated when you try not to get frustrated. I mean, be relaxed. Okay. You don't need to underline the whole thing, otherwise it will be too much. Okay. Just underline. Try not to get frustrated. Okay. That's when you are unable to communicate with a native. Yes. So that's one thing. What else? Remember to be able to be chosen as the bad heading. You must be able to find that kind of idea in many different places in that paragraph, not just one. Okay? Where else? Where else? Read the first sentence. Do you see it?
Wrong.
Read the first sentence. Which part means be relaxed if things do not go to plan? Which one means be relaxed? Be relaxed if things do not go to plan. The first sentence, you say, it is important that you do not allow them to ruin your trip.
I didn't say to be wrong.
What?
It didn't say to be wrong.
No. Travelers often face delays and cancellations. You see that they mention that to distract us, and then they say, so it is important that you do not allow them to ruin your trip. That means that whatever happened, something like delays or cancellations, if those things happen, you don't allow them to ruin your trip. That means you should, guys, just relax, be relaxed, okay? You understand? Underline that. Do not allow them to ruin your trip, okay? Also, it is important that you do not allow them to ruin your trip, underline that. So you have two sentences already. The first one is, it is important that you do not allow them to ruin your trip. The second one is, try not to get frustrated when you are unable to communicate with a native. Of course, the last one, the last sentence, you will have a much better trip if you are prepared for plans to change and you are able to see the funny side if things go wrong, right? Do we have any other sentences or phrases mentioning about be relaxed if things do not go to plan? Where else? Where else? One more.
Where?
Read and check.
That's where. How?
Read the next sentence after with a native. Although you may be something, read that and tell me where you should be relaxed. Where? That is, here they say, although you might be tempted to shout in your mother tongue in order to be understood, it is more polite and often more effective to simply use body language. They use the word body language, use body language just to distract you, but the most important thing here is it more polite and often more effective to do that. That means that they say, hey guys, just relax, use your body language. You understand? So underline that it is more polite and often more effective to simply underline that. Stop, sit straight. Stop. Sit straight, not like that. Push your chair in. Didn't focus, yeah. Okay, this, and also the last one, the whole last one. You have, you can the whole last one. You have much better trip if you are prepared for the whole last one, the whole last sentence. Okay. Stop. Stand up. Put your hand. And more. More. Just straight. All right. So the answer is B, right? Now exercise 5, one way to identify the main idea is to write short summaries of your own before matching each heading. Follow steps 1 to 3. One, read that. Okay, stop, you can read that.
Underline the keywords in the text and write a summary in just a few words for each paragraph. Compare your summaries with a partner very similar. Match your summary each paragraph with the headings in the box.
Yes. Okay, so guys, to do well in this one, the list of headings or matching headings, you can summarize it. So that's what we often practice here. You need to read that one and you summarize it yourself. When you summarize it, you know the main idea, the key things about that one. And then when you read the list of headings, you will choose the one which matches with your summary. You understand? Now you try to summarize it first. Now paragraph A, that is 4. Paragraph A, that is 4, right? The best time of day to be a tourist. Paragraph B, we have just finished. What is that? Oh, we don't have something like be relaxed things. What? Paragraph B, 6, take photographs. No.
Why are you talking? I mean the list of the heading.
Yeah, list of headings. 6 what? Okay, now here they ask you to practice. Here, underline the keywords in the text and write a summary in just a few words. For each paragraph, compare your summaries with a partner's. Are they similar? Match your summary of each paragraph with the headings in the box. Now, paragraph A has been done for you, right? That is number 4. The best time of the day to be a tourist. Here they say in order to try to see all the best attractions and avoid the queues, try to get up early. Early morning is a good time to take photographs and meet locals, right? So that's why for paragraph A the answer is 4, the best time of day to be a tourist, right? And paragraph B, we have just read that. Paragraph B they talk about what? Yeah, you can try to speak the language, right? You need to practice. Just they encourage you to speak the language, right? So that is the summary of paragraph B, and because of that, we choose what? What's the answer for B? Yeah, paragraph B, the answer is 7. Yeah, we just did that already, right? So you can write 7 there. And guys, for each heading, we only use once. So if you know for sure that, okay, number 4, heading 4 is correct, heading 7 is correct, so you don't have to look at that again for when you read the next one. You understand? Paragraph B, 7. And paragraph C, we just did that, right? Paragraph C is something about be relaxed when blah blah, when things do not go to your plan.
3.
Number 3. Yes, paragraph C, the answer is 3. Heading 3, be flexible and relax. Okay? So you can write there, 3. Heading 3. Alright, now please do the rest yourself. Read paragraph D first, and you can tell your friend, your partner, the summary. Read that first. Alright, after reading paragraph D, tell me the summary.
We want research the culture.
What? Do you understand What summary means? Summary, that means you just tell me the main idea of that one. I don't ask you to choose the heading yet. Thiên Nga, tell me the summary of that paragraph. Paragraph D.
You try to join in the culture of the local people.
What else? Just that? What is the, yeah, just summarize it. Tell me the main idea of this. What is it about? Don't look at that anymore. You have read enough. Now tell me the main ideas. What is the main idea? Stop. No, stop reading that. I want to know what is. No. That's not summarizing. So after reading this, do you have kind of feeling that they're asking, okay, travelers, before they move or before they travel to somewhere, they need to read or to do something to know more about that destination, about the people, custom, and about locals and everything there, right? So that's the summary. Summary, that means that you read and you get the main idea. The main idea is, okay, before going, you need to try to get to know more about that place, about the locals, about everything there. That's the main idea. Okay? Now you look at the heading. Which one matches with that summary? Number one, research the culture. Yes or no? It sounds correct, right? Because research the culture, I mean you want to understand more, right? Okay, maybe that makes sense. We leave it there. Maybe number one. Two, use body language. Yes or no? No. Number three, we don't read that again because that is for paragraph C already. Four, we don't read. Five, observe daily life. Yes or no? No. Six, take photographs. No. Seven, we don't need to read again. Number four, we don't need to read again. Seven, no. Eight, spend time with the locals. Spend time with locals, yes or no? No. So that leaves us with only one option, and that is one, right? Research the culture. You see, when you summarize it correctly, then you know the answers, right? Now let's move on to paragraph E. Read that and summarize it. Spend time with the locals so you get more information about the place. Yes, what else? Just locals? No, you are reading that. That's not summary. After reading, you tell me what you know, what you learned. That is the summary. But after reading, you just read the same sentence again and you tell me. That's not a summary. So in short, it is about like what? They ask you to do what? They ask you to interact or to talk to locals and travelers, right? The more you talk to them, the more you know. So basically, it's just like that. Just talk more to the natives, talk more to the locals, talk more to the locals, talk more to the other travelers.
What did you say at first?
Yes, you said that right. I just asked what else. Okay, so just the in short, it's just about talking more to the locals or the natives and the other travelers. That's it. That's the main idea. Now let's go back to the headings. Number 1, we don't read again. Number 2, use body language. Yes or no? No. Right? Number 3, don't read again. Number 4, don't read again. 5, observe daily life. Yes or no? No. 6, take photographs. No. 7, try to speak the language. We only have it here for B, right? So the only thing left is 8, spend time with the locals. Easy. 8. Alright, now paragraph F, read that. Okay, what is the main idea? You are reading again.
I didn't read.
The summary doesn't need to be in details. It's just the main idea, not details.
Why is it?
So after reading the whole thing, in order to get a real feel for a place, what you have to do, spend a few hours sitting in the park or in the main square by yourself, just watching daily life happen around you, and to try to observe the color, smell and sounds which surround you. So in short, it's just what? You just try to go out and then you feel it, you see it, you watch it, you smell it. That's what you have to do. So that's the main idea. Get out, go out to that place, feel it, smell it, observe what's happening. Maybe somewhere in the park, somewhere in the square, somewhere on the street, or maybe something like that. Yeah, so that's the summary. Now we look at the headings again. Number 1, no. We chose that already. 1, no. 2, use the body language. No. 3, of course, no. 4, no. 5, observe daily life. Yes. Right? Observe daily life. That's it. Number 5. Because the other thing we have left is 6, take photographs. No, it's not about taking photographs. So you see, after reading and then you can kind of summarize things, then it's very easy for you to figure out the best heading. Okay? Of course, these are just some examples. The real test will be much more difficult because it's much longer, and they use advanced level of vocabulary. Alright, done, right? Now exercise 6, Tina, read that.
Read this article describing one of the most interesting train journeys in the world to get a general idea of what is it about.
Okay, before doing that, before reading the next one, I forgot. Do you have any questions here? Travel tips? After reading all of them, do you have any questions? Any words, anything you don't understand? Ask. Yeah. Prep A. E. Okay, do not just socialize with other travelers. Socialize, that means that you talk, interact, something like that. Do something with them. Just say hi or something is also socialize, or you do something with them. What else? What? Which paragraph? A. D. Line number? Gaining, right? The more chance you have of gaining the most from your experience. Gaining, that means getting. You get something. Anything else?
Paragraph A.
Yeah.
Avoiding the queues. Number 1.
Okay, avoid the queues, right? Avoid the queues, that means avoid the lines. In order to see all the best attractions and avoid the queues, that means avoid the lines. I mean, like the lines of people waiting for something. Okay. Anything else? No? Okay, you can break time, you can relax there.